Time for recap. We will revise two chapters here, Earth as a planet and geographic grid. First, we will start with inner planets and outer planets. We will learn the difference between inner planets and outer planet. See the arrangement of all the planets in the solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. What is this? This is called a asteroid belt. Asteroid belt is a torus-shaped region in the solar system between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Now the first difference is the planets lies before the asteroid belts are called inner planets. The planets away from asteroid belt after asteroid belts are called outer planets. Second point, inner planets are also called terrestrial planets. These are of rocky origin. Outer planets are also called Jovian planets. These are of gaseous origin. And always remember, asteroid belt is considered as a reference to differentiate between inner planet and outer planet. Now come to the second part. Next is inferior planets and superior planets. To learn the difference between inferior planet and superior planet, we have to learn Earth is a reference point between inferior and superior planets. Now, the first difference is the planets lies before the Earth are called inferior planets. The planets after the Earth in the solar system are called superior planets. Second point, Mercury, Venus, these are the inferior planets and do not have satellites. But on the other side, all superior planets like Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all these planets have their satellites. Next, biosphere, a functional unit of life. As we know, there are three major domains: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere. Atmosphere, atmosphere that stands for air, that stands for gases. Hydrosphere, hydrosphere stands for water. Lithosphere stands for land. This interconnected part between these three domains, this interconnected part is called biosphere. Biosphere is the home for the entire living organisms on our earth. Now, come to the next important part, that is shape of the earth. Now, in this part we will learn that in ancient time most of the people believed that the shape of the earth was flat. But now we have so many convincing proof by which we can say the shape of the earth is not flat, the shape of the earth is spherical. And do you know, students, Pythagoras was the first philosopher, was the first scientist who proved that the shape of the earth is spherical. Now let's start with the first proof. This is the first point, sunset and sunrise. Now, see, the rising sun is seen first at the places in the east, then at the places in the west. In this case, if the earth was flat, the rising sun would be seen at all places at the same time. Now see, the second proof. In this second proof, these two are depicted as ships. These are two ships and this is the line of sight. Here, this is the spherical shape of the earth and this is the flat surface of the earth. Now in this When two ships are approaching the shore, the observer first sees only one ship. The other ship lies below his line of vision. But if the earth was flat, the observer would see both the ships at the same time. Now, in the next proof, that is lunar eclipse. During an eclipse of moon, the shadow of the earth which is thrown on the moon is always circular. So this also proves that the shape of the earth is not flat. The shape of the earth is spherical. Now come to the next part, pole star. Now see, again this is the spherical part of the earth and this is flat part of the earth. Now in this, as we know, at the north pole, this is north pole, pole star can always be observed at 90-degree north in the sky. If we will come to the next latitude, this next latitude is 67.5 degree north. The angle of pole star will be changed. If we will come to the next latitude, the angle of the pole star, if we will observe the pole star from this side, the angle will be changed. But in this case, if the earth was flat, the pole star would have the same height from all latitudes. Now, the next experiment is Bedford level experiment. This Bedford level experiment was conducted by Dr. Wallace in Bedford Canal in England. In this experiment, he took three poles of same height. These are the three poles of same height. And he fixed these three poles at an equal distance. What is the distance between these two poles and these two poles? 1.6 kilometer here, 1.6 kilometer here. So he fixed three poles and he observed these three poles with the help of telescope and he found that the middle pole is slightly higher than the first pole and the third pole. So, with the help of this experiment, he proved that the shape of the earth is curvature. The shape of the earth is spherical. And the most convincing proof today we have recent photograph of the earth, that with the help of satellite we took so many photographs of the earth which depict the true shape of the earth is oblate spheroid. What is the true shape of the earth? That is oblate spheroid. Now we have to learn what is oblate spheroid. Oblate spheroid means when the earth is flat at poles and bulges. Bulges means curve. Bulges toward equator. We cannot say the earth is flat or earth is circular. If the earth would be circular in shape, the polar diameter and the equatorial diameter would be same. But if you will see this mathematical calculation, the equatorial diameter, this is equatorial diameter, that is from west to east. The equatorial diameter of the earth is 12,756 kilometer and the polar diameter, that is 12,714 kilometer. So what is the this is not the same. What is the difference between these two? The difference between these two diameter, that is 42 kilometer. So this shows that the true shape of the earth is oblate spheroid. Thank you.